Thank you so very much. This is the victory for everyone who wanted to make New South Wales number one again. I am incredibly proud of tonight's historic and unprecedented result. And I want to thank all the people of this state for putting their trust in the New South Wales Liberals and Nationals. And I promise we won't let you down. At the outset, I want to say some thank yous. First of all, to my opponent, Kristina Keneally, a skilled communicator, an energetic campaigner, and as Hawkey said yesterday or the day before, a gutsy performer. I want to thank my team, Gillian Skinner, Mike Gallagher, Mark Neame, Mark Textor, and the entire Liberal team, shadow ministers, organisation and the army of fabulous volunteers who have been out there today and over the last few weeks. Their discipline, their unity, their professionalism has ensured tonight's success. And in doing that, you've also demonstrated that the Liberal Party was formed to represent all people, not sectional interest. To my National Party friends, National Party family indeed, I say to Andrew Stoner, to Adrian Piccoli, to Duncan Gay, to Ben Franklin, to their president or their chairman and the entire Nationals team, great performance, great campaign, great partners and the strongest coalition in the nation. Thirdly, to my talented parliamentary team who I'm pleased to lead. They've done a magnificent job. And I want to do what I shouldn't do, which is single out one person who through this campaign has worked tirelessly, has communicated effectively on top of her existing significant job. I want to thank Gladys Berejiklian, our campaign spokesperson. And finally, to my personal office led by Pete McConnell, a group of energetic, skilled, patient and persevering people who have been on this journey with us, who have helped drive that engine room and for whom I'm eternally indebted. But the biggest thank you of all is for the people everywhere across this state, in the city, in the country, in the regions and in rural New South Wales, who voted for real change to make people's lives better across this state. We're talking about people in seats like Bathurst and Port Macquarie. In suburbs like Roos in the great seat of Campbelltown, now held by the Liberal Party. Which along with Penrith's result last year demonstrate that we Liberals can represent anyone and anyone's prepared to join our wagon. I pay tribute to the new Liberal member for Parramatta, Jeff Lee. Who didn't just win, he kicked the football out of the paddock. And I'm talking about people in seats like Charlestown and Kiama. In all of those seats, people decided to restore honesty, stability and competency to government in this state again. We've won tonight's seats that not only have we not held before, we won tonight's seats we've never dreamed of ever winning. And I am determined that the government I lead will govern for all people. We will seek to use the skills and the talents of the people across this state as we seek to implement more than 100 policies outlined during this campaign. Policies that are about undertaking the reforms to deliver that real change to improve lives. That was at the core of the message we took to the people of this state over the past four years, and particularly over the past 4 weeks. And as I was again reminded today at Carryong and Wyong, as I've been reminded so many times over the past few weeks and past few months, there are many people who voted for local, Liberal and national candidates today who have never before done anything except vote Labor. They include Labor voters in the Illawarra and the Hunter, in other regions. They include people in suburbs across this city, where if we haven't won the seat, the margins have been slashed. And to you, wherever you live, whatever your job, whatever your heritage, whatever your religion or your lifestyle, we will deliver. We will deliver the economic growth, the jobs and the opportunities you depend upon. We'll deliver the better health, the transport and other services that you need and rely upon. We'll deliver the honest and accountable government you deserve. And we'll deliver the confident, limitless future we all seek for ourselves and for our children. We are determined to implement our policies, to end the rorts, to restore confidence to government in this state once again. And it won't be easy. It won't be done overnight. Not after the neglect, the complacency, the missed opportunities and the lack of investment in infrastructure. We need to do it together. We can do it together, and we will. We are determined to deliver our promises to fix roads and rail, to build those north-west and south-west rail links, to ensure that the M5 is widened and that highways like the Newell are fixed. We're determined to upgrade or rebuild hospitals across this state, whether in Blacktown or in Wagga Wagga, whether in Parkes or in Tamworth. We're determined to deliver 2,500 more nurses, 900 more teachers, 550 more police, because we understand people rely upon them. We'll end Labor's overdevelopment. We'll scrap Part 3A and we will rewrite the Planning Act. We will encourage whole estate growth. We will seek through regional development and decentralisation to deliver opportunities to people across the length and breadth of this great state. And importantly, we will take up the fight to Canberra on the threat. We will take up the fight to Canberra on the threat posed to families' budgets and New South Wales jobs by Labor's carbon tax we were promised wouldn't happen. Andrew Stoner, my Nationals co-leader, and I are committed to ensuring that our government works just as hard as the people of this state and is focused on the issues that concern them and not government for a change. My teams are determined to ensure that government works for you and not against the interests of the people of this state. We will settle for nothing less than again making our state the best place on the best country on the whole of this earth and making New South Wales #1 again. Now, before I finish, I just have one final thank you. The most important thank you of all to the people without whose support I couldn't have done this job and wouldn't be able to do the job that I'm about to be sworn into. Those who have shared the journey, those who have suffered the slings and arrows, the attacks, and at times the innuendo, and those who regrettably never reap any rewards. They're the people I love, Rosemary, Tom and Will, and I thank them from the depth of my heart. Well done, mate. Hold on. And finally, and this is the final one, there is one electorate that is incredibly patient. There is one electorate that is incredibly generous to me. They've put up with me now for a long time. They've put up with me over the last 4 years as I've had to spend more and more time across this state, because they understood and they know that you can't have real change in Ku-ring-gai unless there's real change across the state. That I can't be Premier unless I'm first the member for Ku-ring-gai. That they understood, like Parramatta understood, like Campbelltown understood, like Charlestown understood, like Kiama understood, like Maitland understood, like Bathurst and Dubbo and all those seats understood. That today, that on this historic day, there would be no real change in New South Wales unless people voted for good Liberal and National Party candidates, and I got into that category too. Thank you.